in the shadowy depths of ancient forests, where the whispers of the wind mingle with the rustling leaves, a legend persists. This is the story of Sasquatch, a creature woven into the fabric of folklore, symbolizing both the mysteries of the natural world and the depths of human curiosity. As we embark on this exploration, prepare to delve into a narrative that blurs the lines between reality and myth. When the mist slowly descends over the dense forests of northwestern North America, the world seems to slow down. The tall canopies muffle the wind. The damp ground absorbs every step, and silence stretches like an unspoken warning. It is in this territory, where civilization loses its voice, that an ancient name continues to echo among trunks and mountains. Sasquatch, or as it became popularly known, Bigfoot. It is not merely a legendary creature. For many indigenous peoples, the Sasquatch has always been a guardian of the forests, a being that observes without interfering, that exists on the boundary between the visible and the hidden. Stories passed down through generations speak of a tall presence covered in dark hair, capable of crossing entire valleys, leaving little more than deep footprints in the softer. It was not a monster. It was a silent neighbor of the wilderness. With the arrival of settlers and the advance of cities, the accounts changed in tone. Hunters began finding tracks, far too large for any known animal. Loggers swore they heard heavy footsteps around their camps during the early hours of the morning. Hikers felt the strange sensation of being watched, as if invisible eyes followed every movement among the trees. The forest, once simply alive, began to feel vigilant, descriptions almost always aligned. A humanoid figure between 2 and 3 meters tall, a robust body, long arms, a firm and silent gait despite its size. The face, partially hidden by hair, conveys something difficult to define, but a cautious intelligence, almost wary. Those who claim to have crossed its path often report the same disturbing detail. A moment of eye contact that seems to suspend time. There are recordings, shaky photographs, footprint casts, endless analyses. Each new piece of evidence reignites the debate between skeptics and enthusiasts. Some see only misinterpretations, shadows, illusions triggered by fear and isolation. Others believe the Sasquatch may be a species not yet cataloged, perhaps a distant relative of the great primates surviving in regions nearly inaccessible to humans. The truth remains hidden, like the creature itself. But perhaps the fascination is not only in the biological possibility. Bigfoot represents something deeper. The human desire to believe that there are still untouched mysteries on the planet does not dominate everything, where nature keeps its own secrets. In a world mapped by satellites and surrounded by technology, the idea that something large, intelligent, and unknown still walks freely through the forest touches a forgotten part of the imagination. Reports speak of brief encounters, a shape crossing a clearing, branches snapping without explanation, a strong wild scent in the air. Others describe strange sounds, rhythmic knocks against tree trunks, long calls echoing through valleys, unlike any known animal. Some say these sounds are not merely communication, but warnings, a way of maintaining distance, of protecting territory without direct confrontation. The Sasquatch is rarely associated with violence. When followed, it confuses its tracks, as if it deeply understands the environment it inhabits. Every trail, every natural shelter, the forest is not merely its home. It is part of its body. And so the question that has crossed decades remains: what does not exist? Why do so many reports repeat themselves with such similar details in so many different regions? Why do people separated by centuries and borders describe virtually the same creature? Collective coincidence, cultural illusion, or a sign that something is chosen to remain unseen? Perhaps Bigfoot is less about proving its existence and more about reminding us that not everything needs to be immediately explained, that the unknown still has room to breathe, that human beings are not the absolute owners of the land they walk upon. As long as there are deep forests, mist among the trees, and enough silence to hear one's own heartbeat, the name Sasquatch will continue to walk, not only on maps, but in imagination, curiosity that lives within us. What you saw is only part of the story. To stay up to date on upcoming facts, mysteries, and revelations, subscribe and follow our channel.